Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Episode 111. That took forever. So here we are for another 24 hours.
What did I tap out at? 18?
Something like that.
Oh, the shame
Reese
of it all.
Reese is here with us now, but at 5:40 this afternoon, he said, "Hey y'all, snore. I promise I'm awake." Now, but at 5:40 this afternoon, he said, "Hey y'all."
All right, who's got the video playing?
Breeze. Nah, Breeze is a rookie at this stuff, man.
It's okay.
I fixed it.
Charles is with us. I'm not promising I'm awake. Dogs had me up around 3 a.m., 14 and a half hours. Dude, that's 10 hours less than this last weekend. Come on, man. Nguyen is here with us. Hey, everyone. How you, buddy? Jeffrey Edwards. Good evening, everyone. All you painters did a great job this weekend. Thank you, and we're going to be talking about that. And if you didn't get a chance to catch us, McMurray and I did a quick little pre-show showing off what all we painted. We'll go ahead and do more of the same. And we're being joined by Hexy. So
holy crap, Hex, you're on here.
Yeah. So apparently the Caps aren't playing.
I think they've been playing so bad lately that they're not going to televise their last 5 games.
Wow.
I haven't seen them in 6 days.
Wow.
Ooh.
And that's terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. They traded
me and Mike says greetings, everyone, and then a period.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, that just a period.
Mike was with us for quite some time this weekend as well.
Yes, he was. Charles says, and to make matters worse, 4 hours, no water leak or something up the start. I believe you meant up the street, but we'll go with start. And then Richard Keenan is on here. He's been keeping everybody up to date with what he's been doing over at the what do you call that thing?
Discord.
The Discord?
Yes. Yeah, he's been keeping everybody up to date with what he's doing on a day-to-day basis. So I like seeing that.
Nice.
Thank you very much. And then Charles says, yes, up the street. So for those that didn't know, we had our 24-hour show this last weekend. I don't know about the rest of you, but I had a lot of fun with it. It was a blast.
I have one comment to make about it.
Go ahead.
Never again.
No. No. I agree. We're doing it next weekend, right?
Whine, bitch and moan and whine.
So we're not going to do 24 hours at the end of the challenge, but we'll probably do an extended live. You don't have to join us, Jeffy.
No, that's
you don't
for
have
Andrew.
to join us. I'm glad you did.
That's for Andrew.
That's for Andrew.
Sit on
Okay.
that and twist. You can count it as sex for once in your life.
What?
He's giving you the finger.
I see.
So I just looked before we hopped on. I wanted to confirm. I wanted to make sure that we had not changed on the number. And we didn't. We are still at 360. So we're moving in on 400, boys and girls. I'm nowhere close to where Warmut or Hexy or the Wardrobe is.
The wardrobe.
With his 2,700 now, some ungodly number.
Super high. Again, that's what happens when you have a video with like 70,000 views. That happens, man.
It happens. It happens. Who am I to argue with success? Who am I to argue with success?
Exactly.
But
Let me go prime this, and I'll be right back.
go do your thing.
I want to paint it tonight.
So 360 is where we're sitting. And over this weekend, I want to thank you guys. Y'all added 111 view hours to the channel over this weekend. So that was amazing. We averaged, we peaked out at about 13 or 14, I think. and we averaged for the entire 24-hour period, we averaged 7 viewers the entire time.
Cool.
That's
Something in that match is a little fucky, but that's okay.
what do you mean?
If we average 7 viewers for 24 hours, wouldn't that put us at like 154 hours or something of watch time instead of 111?
Right, well, I should say 111 views or 111 hours on Saturday.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't-
So it's not counting Sunday. Okay, never mind.
No,
All right, that makes more sense. I was about to say, hang on.
yeah,
Right.
math's not mathin'. But yeah, we did a good job. So I thank y'all one and all. Now, there were some of y'all out there. Y'all were crazier bastards than we were. There were several of y'all out there that stayed with us for a very long amount of time. Some of y'all, I think, even stayed the entire 24 hours or close to it. I know Charles was, even though he might have been taking some cat naps, he was logged in for the full 24 hours. Minguea, Chris, you were there for damn near the entire time. Telemachus, however you want to pronounce that, he was with us there. Tim D, Percy. Those are the 5 that I remember being with us through thick and thin. Y'all weren't just sitting there watching. Y'all were there interacting with us. Y'all were honestly helping keep us awake. So with that in mind, I am going to do a drawing just for you 5 fine folks. I don't know what I'm going to send to you, but I'll
Cash
figure something
money.
out. Shit, that ain't going to happen. I barely have that for myself. But there's 5.
What about
of
a
you.
cat?
Send him
No.
one of your cats. Yeah.
You've got enough cats. You can send like 2 or 3 of them.
No, I can't send any of my buddies.
Not with that attitude.
You know, there's one that Donna would like me to send.
Glad you like that, Mike.
Oh, where are my dice? Oh, there they are. All right.
So, yeah, somebody suggested Disneyland tickets.
What's that?
Somebody suggested Disneyland tickets. Can't say they'll be good, but
I can send you tickets that look like they're from Disney. I am wearing my Disney shirt that my wife made me. Arnold Family Vacation 2021. We came to eat, drink, ride, and have fun.
oh wow, Jesus! Look at you guys being all organized and shit.
Hey, when the Arnolds go on a vacation, we go on vacation, brother. All right. Can you get my D10, my white die? Meandering Mike says the turkey sex content was obviously enthralling to some viewers. Hey,
Yeah.
we bring the content. That's what
Reese
I'm
is a
saying.
turkey boy.
All right,
Yeah,
so
Reese
here we
was
go.
somehow.
We had enough of his turkey antics on him the other night.
All right, so we've got, like I said, I've got 5 names on this list. I got Minguea, Charles, Telemachus, Tim D, and Percy. So
We need a
in
6th
that
on
order.
there. Who else was on for a fucking long time? I don't know. Never mind. Dumb idea.
Well, I'm gonna go with a D10,
Oh, okay.
and in order, 1 through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minguea is 1, 2, Charles 3, 4, Telemachus is 5, 6, Tim D 7, 8, Percy 9, 10. And it's just,
How did they
as you can
win?
see, I don't know yet.
He's rolling. He's doing this without knowing what the prize is going to be.
Hey, that's what makes it fun, right?
It could be a thank you card.
It could be. All right,
I gotta
here we
ship
go.
off
So
those
I want to
things
put it there. Okay.
It could be a Snicker bar.
All right.
I
It
don't
could
know
be
if
a
it's
Reese's
There we go.
Snickers bar.
An 8, Tim D. Tim D is our winner. Tim,
Come on down.
I'm going to post my email address here. Send me your mailing information.
Your bank account information?
Yeah.
And social security number. And your gift will show up, paid by you, sometime in the next few months.
Yeah. And so it may be one of the miniatures that I painted over the weekend. I might send you an Ocean Thunder t-shirt.
Mystery box.
Yeah. You could get an Ewok. Who knows?
Ooh, I don't know if that's winning anything.
Chris is just going to start sending random miniatures that I've painted and given him.
Hey, McMurray, I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Do you have any Ewoks and suicide vests?
I mean, I can't imagine that would be that hard to figure out, but I don't think I do.
Okay.
I think
was
I've
on
seen.
tab-
I
I
think
was
I've
on
seen
Tabletop
them.
Simulator the other day, and there was a 3D model of it in Tabletop Simulator, and I was like, okay, McMurray's got to have this like some way.
Now I just need to figure out how to make one. Yeah.
Ningwea, if you win anything from the channel, and you're referring to this little guy right here. If you win anything, I will make sure that he goes into the box with whatever I send you. I will remember that.
You sending Clark?
No, I would not send to Clark. No, there are other animals in this house that I would send before I send to Clark.
All right.
Okay. What is your favorite pistol?
My favorite what?
What is your favorite pistol? What is your favorite firearm
My favorite
that
firearm?
you personally own? That you personally own?
This is a weird question. Where's this going? My favorite firearm that I personally own.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well,
You're not supposed to choose favorites. That's rude.
it happens. So,
Maybe I'm just
My
a better
feeling-
firearm
my
parent than you are
feelings,
pet parent.
my feelings towards Clark is your feelings towards your favorite firearm.
Yeah, it just makes me feel like I'm a better firearm parent than you are a cat parent. So
Probably so.
I love them all
Probably so.
equally.
That's why I own cats and not firearms.
See, there's the issue.
When was the last time that you dismantled and oiled Kent?
It's true.
He came dismantled and oiled. He showed up like that.
That's a live stream that get us taken off YouTube.
So
What you painting on, Brian?
We had a lot of fun this last weekend. Thank you all for joining us. It was good to see you there, Hexy, doing some painting with us, and then getting some Hex and counter gaming going too. That was good. Hizzy Cat, you painting your purple monster. That looked good.
Yeah,
Yeah, he looks good.
not too bad. I'm trying
McMurray,
to
like I
decide
said,
if I'm done with it or if I want to keep detailing it.
well, that's the thing, right?
Is
it's
it
one of
art
those
yet?
things that you keep, if you keep going, the odds will increase that you'll do something that you'll say, shit, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, but equally, there's the, oh my God, I did that. I didn't even think of that. That is awesome.
Yeah. So, but the stakes rise as you go. So
Yeah, I live dangerous.
there you go. You know, what's the worst that can happen? You have to print out a new one and
Right?
start from scratch. See, that's the great thing about 3D printers now. You could screw something up so horrifically badly that you can say, I'm going to throw that in the trash and start.
That's exactly the attitude I'm using on this guy.
That you're what the hell? Hold on. What the hell?
It's an
is
ice
that?
dragon.
It's a what?
It's an ice dragon, and you could tell I've got it's dripped all the way off. But I put some purple and blue and letting it dry, and I'm going to dry brush it, and we'll see what comes of it.
When you dry brush, it's going to look awesome. Watch.
But
It's too much work.
yeah, I'm experimenting. To your point,
Let's see. Andrew Mike says Jeff just come out of the closet live.
Accurate. We did just see that.
Niguea says at me, Andrew Mike, that took me several seconds to get that. And then working on an orc officer riding a manticore. Charles is doing that. That's going to look cool, Charles. Definitely need to post photos of that guy.
Is that on the same side as the rabbits or versus the rabbits? Charles.
Who knows? So yeah, we now one thing I did not show off that I did get done this weekend is I did get this line on the sub. I think it turned out pretty good, all things considered. It's got some cleanup I got to get done on it. But once that's cleaned up and I paint the propeller, the brass, it'll be ready for the decals and it'll be good to go. So
you
yeah.
gonna put crew on the deck.
No, because it's going to be underwater. It's being modeled as if it was underwater.
Oh, how convenient!
Yep. Besides, it's 1/700th scale. No, and we lost McMurray. So what, Reese? You're still continuing to work on your 54 millimeter dudes.
I am.
Now, have you shifted to World War II, or are you still putting together stuff for Vietnam?
So my original, quote unquote, more modern forces were World War II, and I'm expanding that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 U.S. Rangers done for Point to Hawk.
Okay,
and
cool.
And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more airborne guys. My U.S. airborne. I'm rebasing my British airborne. Working on some mid-war infantry for the U.S. I've got an OSS operative that I'm working on. I've got the whole gambit. Trying to focus on France right now because my collection is mostly North Africa and Sicily. So
That's cool.
Okay.
Though.
the goal is to have enough forces done to start my D-Day campaign on June the 6th.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. So, so I guess that would be your kind of your part of your goal for the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my that's my goal for the painting challenge. So
Outstanding. Now we know Hizzy Cat there is working on his ice dragon, and it looks like a mech of some nature.
Yep.
Is that
I'm
like a
just experimenting with these speed paints.
okay? Very cool.
So, yeah, no plans for any game or anything specific. These are just some things I thought were cool, 3D printed them, and now I'm painting them. So
Again, the great thing about 3D printers. Mutt, what are you working on? You working on? Let me guess. Zombicide.
Well, I'm finishing up this Reaper miniature boxer real quick.
Oh, okay. Oh, boxer. I thought you meant like a dog.
that dude real quick. I've been just when I take a break from Zombicide, then I try other different miniatures. I mean, I just finished another Grot from 40K.
There you go.
Finished up a big old giant spider from Reaper Miniatures out there drying from Matt Spray. But yeah, I'm just everywhere.
So, where would you say you are on your yearly goals, as it were?
Well, that last video I did was yesterday or the day before. Did 104 points from the 24-hour thing.
Oh, there you go.
I literally I didn't do squat yesterday. So
I'm going to be honest. I have not done any painting myself since Sunday.
And
So.
I just now got back on board here. And problem is, like today, I put in probably about 11-hour day, and it's it's work. So
Yeah. Work sucks. Yeah. Mary Mike says I'm going to try out my speed paints for the first time now too. Outstanding. Definitely keep us abreast with how that's going, Mike. Either in the Facebook group or the Discord channel.
Definitely was speed paint Hive Dweller purple and the Highland blue. I know those two right there are dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get some people's reaction to speed paint because I think I mentioned I get the sense that these are really like the inks I used to use.
They're similar but different. They actually have they're actually heavier, more heavily pigmented than inks, and that's kind of the problem that contrast, the actual Citadel contrast paints have, is some of their darker colors don't flow and react in the same fashion as some of the lighter colors do.
Yeah.
So they don't work in the way that I tend to want them to. So I end up thinning them out quite a bit to where they are almost to the consistency, pigment-wise, to an ink.
Now, do you thin them all out, or do you use any straight from the pot?
No, I like. So the ones that I thin out are the Blood Angels red.
Okay.
It to get it to flow correctly, it definitely needs to be thinned out. The ultramarine blue is also one that needs to be thinned out pretty good.
But in general, because I've been thinning everything.
In general, I go straight out of the pot. So for instance,
maybe I'm just afraid.
the Eandon yellow. Hey, Bunkhouse, welcome, buddy. The Eandon yellow. That's actually what I use to make blonde hair.
Yeah.
That's just over white with straight out of the pot Eandon yellow.
Okay.
On tan, that's really, really good. If you have a tan primer, that's incredible for a Nelson, a yellow ochre for Nelson checker.
Yeah, because it turns out to be looking kind of like that. Kind of dirty blonde or a dark yellow.
I had to pick up some of that.
Eandon yellow is one of my
used to
favorites. It is.
Contrast and speed paints are also two quite substantially different products in terms of how they actually are used. That's something that's worth noting. While the effect is designed to be the same and they're both paints, they both function pretty differently if you're used to using one or the other.
Yeah, definitely. And I have discovered. Hey, Percy, how you doing, buddy? Hi. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a dirty blonde. Anyway, what I was saying is over the weekend I've come to I've come to, I don't want to say perfect because there's nothing perfect about what I'm doing, but I've come to grips with my favorite way to paint now, and that is priming in black, either spray prime or brush prime. Then do a heavy dry brush. Where is that dude? Oh, yeah. Do a heavy dry brush of a lighter color. I've been using white mostly this last weekend, and then using the contrast paints. And the thing about contrast paints is, like on this cloak here, if I hadn't done the dry brush, if I just primed white and gone over it, that big swath of cape could have had some bad tea staining on it. But because I primed in black and then dry brushed the white over it, it kind of breaks that up, so I'm less likely to have the problem with tea staining. So, yeah, we are bright and bushy-tailed. I'm, or as my mom used to say, I'm bright-tailed and bushy-eyed.
Yeah, I was
My
surprised
mom-
I even woke up on Monday.
Oh, I woke up on Monday and it wasn't a pretty sight.
Well, you know, I had the trip to NorCal earlier in the week, so I drove close to 1,100 miles from Tuesday to Friday, and then did the 18 hours because that's all I was man enough to handle. So I had to sleep to get ready for work because I've been doing 12-hour days the last, well, not today, but Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling
Well,
my age.
When I lived in Austin, I would drive 15 and a half hours one way to game with my brother for the weekend. I would leave early Thursday morning, get in Thursday night, game Friday and Saturday, and drive home Sunday.
Yeah.
So
So we're on you. How
so
old
I-
were you
I-
though? 22?
No. No. This was like 12 years ago. So I was
32.
what? I was 40. 40 in a stick shift.
I've never learned to drive.
You never learned to drive a stick shift?
No, my dad had a Volvo with a stick shift, and he took me out to drive, and I grinded his gears, and he said never again, and threw me in the VW, which had an automatic. So there you go. So I never learned.
My dad attempted to teach me how to drive a stick shift. In the Toyota Celica that my grandmother had bought for us to use while the other car was in the shop. And when I was first learning, he would yell at me, "Feather it, feather it." What he was meaning is, as you're letting up on the clutch, you depress the accelerator. You know, it's a combined action, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know, if like you're going uphill, you know, you're starting on an incline, you have to know the catch point for the clutch.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say you have to know the catch point on the clutch. He would just scream, "Feather it" at me. And eventually he gave up. And then we decided, hey, we're moving to Kansas City. Dad had already drove the St. Regis up to Kansas City pulling the boat. So he had flown back to drive the U-Haul, the big 27-foot U-Haul. Mom was driving her Camaro. We had to get the Celica up to Kansas City somehow. So he chucked the keys at me and said, "Keep up. This is the hotel we're staying in Oklahoma City. See you there."
My
I
uncle
learned how to
taught
drive.
me.
I learned how to drive a stick shift real fast because it was just me, my dog, and all the hang-up clothes in the back of that Celica.
Hey, when you're forced into it. But yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know how to drive one, but it's never affected me in a negative way in my life. So it's nothing I worry about.
My uncle found it less stressful to teach me instead of dealing with the family at Thanksgiving. So
that's where you get your love of turkeys.
we have brisket at Thanksgiving. Thank you very much.
There you go. So Mike, I use the foundation white from Vallejo's model color line.
And that's
what I've
what
been
before you
using.
do your blush.
Yeah. Charles was putting on a white base on the Manicore and Orc. I got 2 more wargs to put base material on. Outstanding. So yeah, and the dry brush I'm using is this Elf brush. It's the eye crease brush from Elf. When I bought it, it was $1. About 4 years ago. It's now, I just saw it at the store. It costs $2 now.
What is it?
It's the Elf Eye Crease Brush. Elf is the name brand. It's apparently it's a brand of makeup brushes.
And what do you do with it?
It's my dry brush.
Oh, I told you, $5. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 brushes and something for my eyelashes,
There you go.
which I'm going to see if I can use it to make splatter.
So
this was a good deal.
I'm not a big, well, there are reasons for it, obviously. I'm not a big online purchaser. Partly because I live in the sticks and it takes forever for anything to get here. Exactly. So it takes 8 minutes for the sunlight to leave the surface of the sun to get to Earth. It's another 2.5 weeks for that sun to get to us.
Wow.
Mandarin Mike says, I heard lots of people use makeup brushes for dry brushing. Ningwaya gives a thumbs up at Mandarin Mike. Yeah, it's a great brush, and I mean it's cheap. Like you just saw from Hizzy Cat, he got all of those brushes for $5.
$7. I said
$7. $7.
So about 50 cents a piece.
Yeah, $7. Now, and you probably got it off of Amazon. And
Yep.
Are you an Amazon Prime guy?
I am. I
So-
think, yeah.
Yeah, so it didn't cost you anything extra to get it shipped to you, and you probably ordered it at 3:00 in the morning, and it was there at 5 in the afternoon. So
It took a day, but yeah.
yeah, see, that would have taken 4 days for me, where I can just drive to the store and buy this for $2.
Now, I'm not against spending money on my stuff because I use my Series 7 Winsor & Newton brushes, which are what, $15, $20 a pop, and I've got a whole
Yeah, I can't-
stack. That's what I paint with.
I can't do that.
Yeah. No, it's what I started doing when I started, and now it's habitual. I can't paint with anything.
No,
but
no,
for the most part. I won't say
I'm
I
not.
can't.
I'm not saying that you're wrong or what you're doing makes you a bad person. What I'm saying is,
Oh, there's a
with
lot
the
of
way
things
I
that make
go
me a bad person. I'm just not sure it's those Winsor & Newton brushes.
right. I go through brushes too. I'm too hard on my brushes. I'm not a very good.
I have brush soap, dude.
I
I have a little bar of soap specifically to clean my brushes. That's how
I've got brush soap somewhere. I
I
bought
use
it.
more soap on my brushes than I do on my body. TMI, but
I've
There you
got,
go.
I've got,
That's
I've
the
got some of
brand.
that right there. I've got some of that right there.
yeah, I have a little bar of it. But yeah,
I don't know where it is. I'm
it
a
really
bad-
does help the brushes survive.
Oh,
It
I'm
does.
sure it does. I'm sure it does. But
I mean, my Winsor Newtons are probably 15, 20 years old, and they still. I have one maybe that's frayed.
yeah. So,
Now, keep in mind, I haven't painted in the last 10 years, so
there you go. Dawn dishwashing liquid okay for cleaning brushes? I don't see why not.
yeah.
Scully Gremlin. Scully
Worked for
Gremlin.
me.
Hey, Scala Gremlin, how you doing, buddy?
2-cent brushes. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Why
mix
not?
between 2-cent brushes.
At the end of the day, it's a tool to help you do what you're doing. So whatever works, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wardrobe.
He does exist. There was a
How you doing,
rumor that you
Todd?
did not exist.
What's
last
up, Toddy?
weekend. What's up?
Todd.
I do exist.
Hi, Todd. My name's Brian. Nice to
Hi,
meet
Brian. I'm Todd.
He likes sunsets and short walks on the beach.
I like sand. It gets everywhere.
you. I will admit that 24-hour thing, I got almost a little delirious there, man. So,
Ooh.
Hey,
a
hey,
Mac.
hold on. Let me embiggen you here. There you go.
What type of mech is that?
This is I don't know, man. A Pew
Battle
Pew
Tech
Battles
thing?
Tech Mac.
Is that
Clan Mac.
a
What?
Mad Cat?
No,
No,
there's not a
It's
Mad
a
Cat.
happy cat.
it's a
Give me a minute.
robot.
Let me look at the cards here. That's a Fire Moth G Dasher.
Oh, okay.
It's a clan Mac.
Dash, 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 dash.
I don't think they had those when I had enlisted. Those are some of the new mechs.
That's a Mad Cat.
There we go. That's one of my favorite.
Yeah, I
It
think
reminds
that's a
me
lot
of-
of people's.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it's the cockpit.
Yeah, it looks like an airplane. The side.
Yeah.
It's from the
Yeah.
video game Mech Warrior or whatever.
So these are all things I've primed.
Very cool.
So, yeah. Anywho.
We were just talking earlier. I primed my Amazon.
Hey,
You were talking earlier.
oh, I thought you were
Jeez,
being
Chris,
serious.
not even a come on.
You're talking earlier.
Nothing.
That, Mike, that was bad, Mike. That was really bad, Issy.
Really?
Yeah, that took me a little bit to figure, but I was like, no, that was
What did
What's up,
what did the mother cow say to the baby
Oh,
calf?
crap. Here we go.
It's past your bedtime.
Oh,
Cat.
She just about destroyed my. She come flying in hot, and almost spilled all my paint water.
Yep, that's why majority of the time my buddies are out there with the door closed. Jeffy, what you got going on the table? You still you still rolling the dice on the same game? I'll wait for him to come back. Bunkhouse says, speaking of a mad cat,
Yeah. She's a
So,
disruptive
Wardrobe, you-
cat at the moment.
you're the one that came up with the idea for what we're talking about tonight. Where are you on your goals and achievements for the year? With 1/4 of the time gone by.
Good question. Please, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look here. Hold on. Please hold.
Let me go clean my palette up.
Now,
Talk
one
amongst
of the
yourselves.
things that I had said I wanted to do this year is get Ocean Thunder to the point where it's ready to publish. And I'm a little closer. I am needing some people to play test it. So if anybody is interested, to look the rules over, and I'm not looking for people to edit. I'm not looking for people to find misspellings or anything like that. All I'm doing is looking for somebody to take the rules as they are, play them, and then take down notes stating, well, what about this, or how do you handle that, or what are you going to do for this particular thing in the game? If
Can you
that's
send
something
Tommy
that
and I an absolutely up to date version of it, as well as a copy of the templates, more than happy to do that.
yeah, I'll get you. I'll
The big
send
thing
me a
is a
look.
copy of the templates. That's always the rough thing to find.
The which templates? The
The
turning templates?
The turning.
Oh, yeah.
templates.
Yeah, I can send that to you. Yeah. So I'll send that to you, and I'll send you a mishmash of British and German ships that I think you may or may not have. Because if you don't, you'll just print them and paint them.
Accurate. I was about to say, yeah, just send all the ships. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So I'm hoping I'm getting there with it, slowly but surely. So yeah, that's where I am. I am getting a lot more stuff painted. Like I said, I've figured out a way that in my painting I actually find enjoyable. As crazy as that sounds. So Jeffy is back, so I'm going to re-ask the question in case you didn't hear. What you got on the table?
Same
What you
thing I've
rolling
had on
dice
the
with?
table for the last damn month. I have Tunisia, which oh yeah, my latest video. Monty has arrived.
Okay.
So already in the first turn, I decided that my strategy up in the northern part, up yonder, I pulled the allies back and I said, you know what? Screw that. Let's attack. And we did. And we started punching the Germans in the nose. So see a lot of German DGs up there. Did kill about four German units up there. So, but now poor old 15th Panzer Division, he was on his way there. He may have turned and come back here because 7th Armored was the first British unit to arrive. So they have a chart in the game where you don't have to have Monty arrive on the historical day that he arrived. You can roll for a variable where maybe Monty does a little bit better and he comes in. He pursues on Rommel's tail all the way across instead of hesitating. And sure enough, the first freaking turn that's available, I rolled a 6 and here he was. So that, and then I think when I'm done with this, which I don't know how much longer this is going to be, I'm going to focus my concentration on the Corson Pocket 2 on the other table.
Oh, outstanding.
So
Now that Corson Pocket is east front, right?
yeah, Cherkasy
Okay.
Corson Pocket. So that's behind me here.
Okay.
But I'm kind of struggling slightly with some things in that game. And then I'm noticing that our Rata is starting to pop up all over the damn place.
Oh, really?
Yep, giving me a headache. Looks
Stop
like
it.
I'm really, really wanting to play this thing. So we'll work it out. We'll grind it out.
So, Chris Nguyen, you absolutely can use counters as a substitute. And what I can do for you is I will send you, drop me an email. I will put my email again here. So send me an email. And what I will do is I will communicate with you as to what you would like to see as what ships you would want to play. And I can get a counter sheet made. You'll just have to cut them out my suggestion would be put them on like a pasteboard cardstock, and then cut them out so they're you got a little stiffness to them. And yeah,
Oh, that's what
You know,
she said.
hey-o. And if you like it, there's always if you like it, you can always find some. If you don't already have a 3D printer, buy one on the cheap, or find somebody that's got a 3D printer and it ships out for you. But yeah, I can drop me an email and I'll get something out to you. So wardrobe, do you figure out where you are on your?
So my first one of SCS 3-6 games, I got 2 played so far.
Good.
OCS, I don't have any. TCS, I've got 1 game played. I think that's a goal I'm not going to make. I already know it. I'll just call that now. ASL, I've got 1 game played of a 2 to 3 game goal. Victory weights denied, lost. That's not going to happen until sometime, probably in. We got to wait till the middle of the hottest part of summer to play that with McMurray in his garage and our wool clothes. GTS.
You guys gonna stream that?
I don't think we'll stream it because it's out in his garage, so it doesn't go well. It doesn't do well until we can do the GoFundMe to. That looks good. Do we do the GoFundMe to get McMurray internet out to his garage?
Well, you all still got to put the ropes up around the arena. I mean,
Oh, it's just a baby pool with baby oil in it.
oh, okay.
It's not going to be it's not like a mud wrestling pit like in Stripes.
No, we prefer oil because that way the mud doesn't get on the counters when we go up and play the turn after we.
That and they couldn't get John Candy.
Yeah.
Well, because he's dead.
Well, exactly.
Point.
Okay, moving on. GCACW, haven't got that. Great Campaigns, American Civil War. Need to get that started with Jeffy and a local guy. I didn't. GTS, so that's the big game that's playing. That's Grand Tactical. That's the Normandy campaign. I've played now 5, 6. It's a long game, so it's hard to say you play one time because this campaign's humongous. So I played 6 times so far this year, and then we're getting ready to meet in 2 weeks to play for 5 days straight. So
Wow.
And then Ardennes and Holland 44, that won't happen until later. Battle for Normandy later. Random games from Jeff or otherwise. He sent them. So they're sitting in my house now, but I have not played them yet. 6mm D-Day project. I've started. Oh, actually, I worked on it a little bit. I've worked on it a couple times this year so far. It's good. A Fistful of Lead. I played Vietnam with Reese. Thank you very much, sir.
Remember, that is award-winning GM Reese Crawford.
Reese. Yeah. Sorry, bro. I forgot. Naval. So if I play something that wasn't planned, I just add it. So a naval game with McMurray at March to Victory. Actually, he and I played 3 times now. So I need to put that.
I was going to say we played a bunch of times.
At least 2 tests I did with you.
I think it on 3 or 4 separate occasions, and a few of those had multiple plays.
Yeah. So that's a bunch, but that wasn't on the original goal because I didn't know about it. But that's cool. Fistful of Toes, I played twice out of 1 to 3 games. So that's accomplished. And then the ongoing D&D campaign, and then I have the goal to read 12 books this year, and I got 4 of them done so far.
Oh, sweet.
Outstanding. So
Actually, read or audiobook?
So far, they've been audiobooks.
Oh, I do audiobooks. It's not a bad thing.
I just finished this guy.
Oh, you did? That's impressive. That's a big book, dude.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I listened.
How many of the pages did you have to color?
All of them. No. To be fair, I did listen to it.
Hey, Steve.
So.
Well, no,
Hey, Stevie.
I think it's fine if you listen. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's a 31-hour book.
I would not get that book done. I would have to listen to it.
Yeah, I listened to it. I didn't read it.
But it's still, to me, that's still reading it. So I'm good.
Yep. I count it.
It is. God, got a huge amount of index.
Well, Brian doesn't
Steve, you're my
consider that a
favorite
book.
buddy. We're already working on next year's project, Steve. You excited?
Bibliography, notes. So actual pages. Good gravy. There you go. 491 pages. Whew. So, and then I've got the next one. So what's interesting is the first book, Pacific Crucible, what cost me a credit. The second one in line was free.
Why's that?
So I saw that it was there, so I just downloaded that sucker. So
Why is it free?
I don't know.
On Kindle or on
Audible.
Audible?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm not gonna argue.
That's great.
That is an ice dragon, nerd.
Oh, I thought it was a cat on a bad hair day.
About the
Yeah.
same. Meow.
3D printed. You couldn't manufacture one of these in a mold.
Yeah, you could.
No, there's too many bits and going in
It'd
all
just be
sorts
mo-
of different directions.
It'd just be multi-part. It happens. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Excuse me.
think so. Some of these are pretty intricate, but anyway,
Cool. Looks good.
we'll see. I primed it, I washed it, and I've inked it. So next is dry brush, and then we'll go from there. We'll see. I'm letting it dry.
Wouldn't it be a M2V4, Stevie?
Why is that?
Well, because next year is 2024 already.
Oh, yeah, I see Steve there. Hey, Steve.
Man, there are days that I miss driving 2 to 3 hours to work. Got through so many audio books, but my current drive of 10 whole blocks more than makes up for the joy. So, of so many good books. Oh, I see what you're saying. Number 3. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
picking up what you're putting down, Stevie.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I was just talking about, Steve. I'm already working. I got a guy cutting some MDF and stuff for me. We already got miniatures getting assembled. Everything, buddy. We're rocking.
I don't know what I don't
Is it
know
a
what I'm
secret,
doing.
or have you already talked about what that project is?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure which one of a couple projects it is. It kind of depends what gets the most wind in its sails. So we'll have to narrow that down.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do yet.
I don't even know what I'm doing next week, much less next year.
Well, there is that.
Dun, dun, dun.
I may bring this to March to Victory next year. You know, to further further ingratiate myself to the Baron. Because
Can we play it on the floor?
What's that?
Can we play it on the floor?
God no, my knees won't handle it.
I saw that, Steve. It was a good show last night on BS.
Yeah, it was.
It was quite good. I'm excited for your Last Action Heroes game.
Yeah, that's,
Percy Locke, I did not know you were a Hex Encounter gamer. He forced his wife to play the Russians in Kiev in A Victory
Yeah.
Awaits, Todd.
In what?
Oh,
A Victory Awaits.
Oh wow,
Oh.
who did that?
Percy.
First block.
good Lord, that's rough.
Percy has no
For you,
mercy.
buddy. I'm happy to hear
Is
you're
he
still there.
Right? Hey,
The car is awesome, Chris. I watch his interviews on World War II TV all the time.
that's what,
I don't know how to read, so books are out of the question.
It's that West Virginia education. I'm sorry, Best Virginia education.
Thank God I'm from that other one.
I read to escape. I won't really, whatever.
Same. I'm with you, Brian.
I mean, Stephen King's, stuff like that.
Crypt
You
the Tar,
escaped
David
to Stephen
Stewart.
King stuff, buddy?
What?
yikes.
Well, that's fair. I escaped to historical stuff. I can't give you too much trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This showed up in the mail this week. Hold on.
Hey, McMurray at 1965 Playboys don't count as reading.
Yeah, they do. There's letters.
oh, very nice.
It's historical. What is
Yeah.
that?
Flash of
the,
carriers.
the solo.
Oh, by the way, there, Histercat. I've seen
Yeah.
about 10 or 15 copies on eBay and other places for the Gettysburg game for like $20 punched.
I got to get one because I had to wait because this past month was the first month I didn't have to pay that $1,000 a month for my daughter's college. So
Huzzah!
I will actually have game money coming up here real soon.
That's worth celebrating.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
other
a-
than the fact that my rent went up. But anyway,
That's
I
a
will
great
pick
little
that
relief
up
when that's
soon,
over.
and I'm looking forward to diving into it, X. And if I got any questions, I can ring you up. Or do I got to do this on my own?
I didn't even attempt to play the advanced game.
I know.
But, hey,
25
but I will
part
tell you what,
tutorial that,
their
what's his name is
casualty
doing on
charts are
YouTube
just like
right
playing
now.
GBACW.
Yeah,
I
there's
haven't
a
played
there's a
that, but-
tutorial on YouTube. It's on part 25, and he's somewhere in the middle of turn 1.
I recommend you go watch Gilbert Collins' "Don't Fucking Play This Game" video before you even think about it.
Oh, I'm doing. I fully expect I'm going to pull my hair out and crash and burn, but people like to watch that, so I'll make a video of it.
That is
That's
true.
the spirit.
They do like to watch people suffer.
Nerd says if you're going to the GMT weekend, he can bring Gettysburg for you.
Oh, the first one, Nerd, is still 50-50. Second one, I will be going to. I'll make all the effort. So I'll see you at that one. I'll probably see you at San Diego. And if I can make the first GMT weekend, what is that like? It's coming up soon, isn't it? Into May?
Yeah, I think the GMT weekend would be a fun one to go to.
Yeah, the thing is, my daughter graduates in May. It might be the same week.
Mm.
And
Tell you
then
what,
again,
Y'all would have made use of the children black market when they were younger. You'd be not having to worry about any of this.
hey, I got beautiful kids. I could have retired rich.
And my channel's been canceled. Thanks.
Any of y'all going to Battles and Brews?
Yes.
Nope.
Are you?
I don't know. It's going to depend on a couple things with the flock. So
It depends on the flock.
See, if I didn't know him, I mean, I don't really know him, but you know what I mean. I would have thought that was a religious thing.
The flock.
Yeah.
clearly,
Reese is also a pastor of a cult.
I was going to say
church.
he might be. He might have multiple flocks. I don't know.
yeah, I've got the gobblers, the jakes, and the hens, and that's my 3 tiers of the cult.
A gobbler, a Jake.
That
A
sounds
Jake
like a
is just a young
Warhammer
gobbler,
group.
isn't it?
Mhm.
That
Okay.
sounds like a Warhammer group.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second. Okay.
That's a punk
gobbler-
band, the Jakes and the Hens.
Okay, a gobbler is a adult.
You're
male?
a gobbler, Chris.
Okay.
Reese
And
is a
Jake is
Jake.
a young
now,
male?
a jake can technically still be an adult, and this only applies to wild turkeys. With domestic turkeys, they grow up so fast. There's no jakes.
Okay.
So-
So
So they're
Chris,
like
you're
adolescents.
Chris, you're a gobbler, and Reese is a Jake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And
in the wild, a
Ryan
jake
is
is about a year
borderline
old.
hen.
Oh, excuse me, Scalabrimmelon. You're right. Award-winning cult leader, Reese Crawford.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I don't know if I believe that because there's a broken trophy in question here.
There's a what to the who?
A broken trophy or something that's in question here.
Oh yeah,
well,
I did shatter it, but I did glue it back together. So
Seriously?
What happened at break and transport?
no, I was pulling a box of miniatures out of my shelf about 14 hours into the stream.
Banner's ready.
I'll be right back.
All right. Have fun
Love
eating.
you.
But I've got it up here. I'll prove it.
Oh, during the stream?
Yeah, during
Yes,
the
I
stream,
broke
yeah.
it during the stream.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Percy, Jennies are female mules.
That's a great trophy, by the way.
Oh, it's phenomenal. So
Uh,
I didn't find all the pieces. There's still a piece of his sword missing, but you know what? If he's the knight of the broken sword, that's fine by me.
There you go.
So
That's begging to be painted.
That's
No,
about
no.
to paint it.
No, it's
No,
gold.
I'll paint the miniature version of it. But
It's a gold. Yeah. If you pre-registered, you got a miniature of that, a 28 millimeter miniature of that.
Oh, cool.
Percy, Jennies are female mules. And the only reason I know this is because that's what the girls' teams are known as at Central Missouri State.
not to be confused with a henny, which is the opposite of a mule, which is a female donkey and a male horse.
Oh, what's a hen weigh?
A henny.
About 6 pounds.
Come on.
Are you
Ooh.
guys kidding me?
You didn't even. I threw the bait out there. You got to let it set and give somebody a chance to take it.
Henny is a cognac, dog.
Not
Depends
sure.
on your crew.
It may be the true. That may also be true, but
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
cheap. I'm going to go with Cavassier.
That's a cognac.
All right, nerd. When
Yeah,
will we get
no,
nerd
everybody.
on the show?
Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Yeah, sometime we need to get you on. Let you talk about your wood.
Whoa. He
Hey,
can show
now.
off his wood and his 3D printed inserts
Yeah,
for games.
right. Yes. Charles, well, because I got to try to build more exquisite Atlantic skeletons. Dude, like I
Those
said, if
things
you
suck,
get
Charles.
if you get that whole box built and painted, I'm giving you double points for those sons of bitches.
Those things are the
He
worst.
said
Charles.
that I saw earlier that he figured out how to get that one skeleton to sit. Where to go? Hold on. Here. Yeah, the one skeleton who I decided to turn him into a warg rider fixed the problem with him falling over. Used a granddaughter's extra small hair tie to hold his legs in place.
Nice. It looked good how you had it.
Yeah.
Are these cons in Canada or out west?
What?
When's GMT going to do an East Coast? I heard talk about that.
Well, this is their
Oh, wow.
factory or their warehouse. They just opened it up.
I mean, we've only got WBC out here.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jeff, I
that's
thought
all.
they were going to do an East one as well.
They might. I mean, why not? Right?
You mean that
Miguel
Gilbert's
says-
not going to be playing his Revolutionary War game for everybody? I think that's the only game ever made in history that he really likes. Oh wait, he made it.
Yeah, 44 days until Cannes Games, where Gilbert Collins will actually be running a miniatures game of Battle of Trafalgar.
All right, that sounds worth going to.
Yeah.
I was thinking about having a Jeffy Con right here.
Steve says
You
a
know what?
Buccaneer.
There'd be a lot of people that would show up for a Jeffy Con.
I'd go to Jeffy
in this
Con.
little room right here.
Todd and I would drive out for Jeffy Con. Right, Toddy?
Steve says a Buccaneer is too much to
Yes.
pay for corn.
Hey,
Steve is correct. Steve's always right. That's why everybody
Uh,
needs to just hang out with Steve.
Oh, I
I'd
just
like-
got it. I just got it. Oh, that's a good one.
Nerd says he always likes talking about his wood. There's a con in Olympia, Washington called Enfilade Memorial Day Weekend. And that is Terpmeister. Hi, Terpmeister. Welcome aboard.
Now, is that
person said from-
Turpmeister as in a Maryland Terrapin or Turpmeister as in a Turtle Master or something else?
Or maybe somebody who's an interpreter.
Ah, yeah, probably, yeah.
Percy says from poultry to cognac, yeah, got you covered. We got you covered here. Regular Renaissance men. I wouldn't go that far. Thinking more like troglodytic Neanderthals, but whatever rocks your boat.
with severe attention deficit.
Right? Oh, squirrel. Gilbert Collins will also be running Napoleon's Imperium by Compass.
That guy's brain is too powerful for the games he plays. I can't.
I do not see him listed as running his newest Compass game. I was hoping
Okay.
he would do his upcoming World War I naval game.
What World War I naval game is Gilbert Collins making?
I don't know. And then Turmeister says last name is Turpin, got the nickname. Oh, very good.
That works.
Well, welcome aboard, sir. I'm glad you could join us this evening. Oh man, what you eating there, Mutt? Or is that your black bean tostada or whatever the hell it is?
I'll just shred beef tostada.
Shredded beef tostada. There you go. It was Taco Wednesday here at the Arnold Casa del Arnold. Picked
So
up
when
some,
it's not chicken fajitas?
no, we had steak fajitas the way it's supposed to be.
You can put chicken in fajitas.
And turkey.
Me? God, no, just God.
And you can have turkey fajitas too.
No, you can't.
You know what? When you live as far back in the sticks as you do, all these fancy foods are beyond you. I get it, but
Tonight was
fajitas
grocery
you die
night.
for.
Tonight was grocery night, and my freaking microwave operational center inside my freezer is now filled again.
Nice. He says the Kaiser's High Seas Fleet.
The
What'd you
Kaiser,
say?
yeah.
The Kaiser's High Seas Fleet.
There you go.
Okay, so that's the one that's supposed to be the remake, or that's using the War at Sea system, right? That was the Kaiser's Navy.
There you go. Question answered.
It's a simple game inspired by John Edwards' War at Sea, first published in 1975. Veteran players will recognize some of the original concepts.
Jackpot. Tell them to get that thing published, man. I'm excited to play that.
There you go. Pre-order.
I read that as Vietnam players.
On
I wasn't
Compass
paying
Games.
attention.
Compass Games has it right now for $54. As this is a game of World War I, there are some important differences. One player takes the Central Powers, consisting of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Turkey. We can't get away from those fucking turkeys.
I think it's the Ottoman Empire, but that's okay.
It literally says Turkey on the board here.
I know, I'm giving you trouble.
Yeah. The other takes the Entente powers consisting of Great Britain, France, Italy, Russia, and eventually the United States. Portugal and Greece are represented as neutral powers, where docking and limited ship repairs are available for the Entente. Pay now, pre-orders available at a future date.
That seems sketchy.
Its complexity is medium. Time scale, one turn is a season. Map scale, approximately 80 miles. Unit scale, approximately shipped squadrons. Number of players, 2. Suitability for solitaire is high. Average time to play is 4 hours or less. If you're McMurray, that's going to be about 47 minutes.
It's got 4 counter sheets. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's got shipyard cards, which weren't in the original game. It should be entertaining. I'm looking forward to it.
I like the map. The map looks good.
How much the world does it cover? Is it just Europe?
Yeah.
It-
Europe and the
it-
Mediterranean.
I mean, there's a small United States up in the upper left-hand corner.
Okay.
Yeah, so kind of like
This
it
looks
looks a lot
interesting.
like the map from War at Sea, except for it expands over to cover the Black Sea and the Eastern Mediterranean as well.
Yeah.
Chris, he was showing a game.
Yeah. What did you have? Something midway?
Yeah, it's on the back of the Against the Odds magazine I just got. My latest
Oh,
issue.
okay.
Again, me and my slow reading. It's from Clash O Farms, or if you read it correctly, Clash of Arms. But I read
There
it
you
as
go.
Clash O Farms. Yeah.
Okay, so I would have no problems buying this game because it does have a USS Texas counter.
Yeah,
it
of
also
course
has
it
an
does.
Arkansas counter for you, Reese.
There you go. That's
Honestly-
the thing about the USS Arkansas is it did most of the stuff the USS Texas did. It just doesn't get any credit because Texas was there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it just did it better.
No.
I'm going to say, if you guys are interested in theoretical engagements between Texas and whatnot, Drakenophel has a pretty awesome video about a what if battle of Texel. That's pretty good. It's obviously got,
Hey,
USA.
what if Churchill and Stalin? What about that?
No, boo! Stop!
well, I don't know. You tell me, man.
Stop!
I would assume you just want to go on a rant about Churchill, so get after it.
No, I'm just pulling your leg, my friend. I could give a rat's ass about those people.
Speaking of Stalin, I just watched The Death of Stalin.
Was that
That's
any
pretty
good?
good. That's good. That's
It's a
funny.
very funny movie.
Gallipoli, 1950, Churchill's greatest gamble.
We were talking about Turkey.
We are talking about turkeys.
That's a game that I tried to play
Oh,
because Paul Beckus wanted me to play it,
Yep.
and I gave it the best shot I could, and it overwhelmed me.
Got all the Anzacs, man. You should have been. That's why I just started making all those Emu War miniatures, man. Worked out. Actually, there's one that I think is what I was looking at was 1812 War on the Great Lakes Frontier. I believe that's what I was looking at. Well, maybe not. Maybe I was looking at something different.
Hey McMurray, do you have the rules for those Emu War figures?
No, I just used what rules for Emu War figures?
No, I have an Emu War rule set.
I got Emu Hammer for free,
Okay, I think that's what I have.
and that's not that great. I just turned it into a half big fistful of lead / really, really simple thing.
Yeah, give the emus and the ostriches like animal traits or whatever.
Yeah, just they're all they're all just kind of what do you call it, grunts that wander around because they don't really have offensive capabilities.
Right. Then go ahead. 1917, absolutely worth seeing. Watch it on the biggest screen you can with the highest definition.
But don't rent it. I watched it for free. I can't remember what the hell it was I watched it. Todd Reed, are you painting?
Yeah.
Hey, he's painting his mechs.
Maxio.
I just ordered $120 worth of British and Russian infantry.
Oh, sheesh.
Holy!
I made a decision, Andrew. I was sitting there going through all the lead ones you sent me, the British ones, looking at all the different poses they had, which are cool. But I'm telling you, I want plastics. I'm gonna paint plastics.
I thought you hated plastic infantry.
No, it's the lead ones I don't like. It's the plastic ones I like.
No, you went on a rant about the plastics. You hadn't painted any of the metals, but that's fine.
I still haven't. But I mean, I'm gonna see what this is, and then I think I can build quite the formation with the stuff you sent me too.
Where did you? Well, yeah. Holy cap! What?
LBW?
Well, I say you should be able to build a lot. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You ordered from Steve.
Yeah, he said he was telling me on the phone that the store, because of the weather and stuff up there, the store's been struggling a little bit. He said they just got like 27 inches of snow, and they've had to shut down. So I was on there looking, and I said, "Man, what the hell?"
What packs did you like? The Flames of War, then I think, right?
I bought the British Late War Infantry Company and the Russian Late War Infantry Company.
Cool. That's cool. Good to support Steve. That's good.
Yeah, so if y'all are looking to make purchases in the gaming realm, check out Little Big Wars in Fargo, North Dakota.
Yep. I think it's littlebigwars.com. Is that what I sent you, McMurray?
Yes.
Yeah. Steve has been a viewer from time to time. He's a really good guy. And yeah, he's been dealing with crap weather in Fargo. So yeah, let's if you're looking to order something.
And if you subscribe to his website or whatever, when he gets the kickbacks from some of the game companies and stuff, he passes the kickbacks on to the subscribers of the store.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a nice thing.
Yeah, he's a cool cat. I'm hoping that the next time I get up to the lake cabin up in Minnesota to head on over and visit him.
That'd be cool.
We were wanting to do that this summer, but
Alas.
Yeah.
See now, Terps
Co-
Terps on the
COVID
same
happened.
page with you, McMurray. I think I'm the only one that prefers the plastic.
They're
What
garbage.
scale?
15s.
Oh, I've never done plastic in 15. I wouldn't know.
Well, I think what I need to do is with these lead ones that Andrew sent me, I probably need to get a few of them primed because I can't see the detail on the metal part without anything on it. I probably just need to
Right.
prime a few and see what they look like to me. I think the other thing too is shimmying all the little flanges off or whatever, the bleed
It's a
over,
pain
the mold.
Just get a pair of clippers, buddy.
I got all that stuff, and I don't. Man, I
Yeah.
Flashing.
You didn't want
I
to.
mean, I don't like to clip anything. You know that.
You're gonna have to clip the shit off of the plastic sprues too.
I don't like to clip anything. Remember,
That's fine. Then send them back. That's fine.
Good
This is-
lord.
this is just going right over his head.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just
Clip.
okay. It
Clip
happens.
Counters.
Just send it
I
right
clip
back.
counters. I don't like to clip anything.
I'm fully aware, Jeff. You love
Uh,
clipping shit. You clip games you never even intend on playing. Go just stare at the Pacific War, dog. It happens.
Goodness.
Ninguaya
Oh, I
says
got
he
a
had,
friend.
they had several hours of heavy freezing rain today. God, that's a bag of ass. We had thunderstorms last night, high winds, hail.
81 degrees with a slight breeze today. Beautiful.
Did you get out and play
well,
golf?
I couldn't. It was grocery night.
Percy had 91 degrees today.
Where you at,
Well,
Percy?
When I went to work this morning, it was 66. By lunch, it was 55. It is now currently 48.
You guys are going backwards.
We
Yeah.
dropped 20 degrees in about an hour this morning.
Yeah,
And
we're
with a
gonna- it'll
bunch
be the
of
same
hail
for us
and
tomorrow.
wind.
Oh, you guys.
But hey, Saturday and Sunday, 61, 65. Golf league starts Monday and Tuesday night this coming week, so I'll be out on the course this weekend as long as it ain't raining.
And that's the one you live by, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
probably
it's-
have those holes in your dreams. You
It's
know
like a family. It's like a family course. It's just 9 holes with dual tee boxes and the group. Of course, everybody down there drinks except for me. So I mean,
Oh, wait a minute. So that's why you're always winning the championship, bro.
oh no, that's a good player down there. Really good players.
No, he's got a 2 handicap.
When I
I
started,
got a 2-hand ECAP also.
Yeah, he's got
yeah,
a
but the
one hand.
handicap when you put that thing in your 2 hands.
He's got a one. He can't use
By
both
two
hands.
handicap, you mean the 2 handicap guys that are his only competition, maybe?
He can't use 2 hands.
Some of these guys are-
Hey, we're gonna lose Reese. His cult does not allow this kind of talk.
Yeah.
Brother Crawford, I saw you on that television talking about 2-handing. It was not me. I'm evangelizing to the poor boys. I don't believe.
I have been accused of being Mennonite before.
I could see that.
You don't got the facial hair.
No, I don't. But I did know how to drive a horse team before I showed up at a job that required that.
Dude.
So
You played in a cowboy hat the whole time you were there. You looked all countrified out there. I tried to let you use an electric light to look at your game. You said, "No, I don't use that." And you pulled out a candle and put it on the table.
Good thing there wasn't a mechanical bull in that place.
why do you think I
That's on
use
a
such
roll.
big figures? It's easier to see with candlelight.
Oh yeah,
Outstanding.
it's easier to whittle out of wood.
Wood.
We should do
Turtmeister says he prefers 15 millimeter faux metal over plastic any day.
Yeah, they're
Um,
honestly they're just a lot easier to paint because you've got there's the differences in your texture or your elevation off the core of the figure, whatever you want to call it, is
I think Jeff's
massively
right.
helpful.
I think Jeff's right. He needs to prime him, and he'll see. Because I really did like painting metal better than
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. I mean, the
Yeah.
cost is. Anyway, we'll see what you think
I was
about.
gonna say the cost is just icing on the cake.
So
Yeah.
as far as painting metal goes, I've had a lot of trouble getting stuff to stick to it. And I
Did
found
you
I've had to
prime it?
use a spray can, a rattle can, for the first layer to prime it instead of brush priming it. Is it just because I'm not washing them? What's the...
No,
Yeah, you need wash them with some soap and water, rinse them really, really well, let them completely dry. If you're going to brush prime, either use the Vallejo surface primer or get some Stynylrez.
Okay.
primer. If you're going to, and then if you're going to spray rattle cans, spray prime, I just use
Now you just added another
this stuff
step.
right here.
That's
Rust-Oleum
exactly what I
camouflage.
use.
I'm about to say I've,
Yep.
So
I've never washed metal miniatures, man. But if spray priming them, or I use Steinel resin, it works just fine.
Yeah.
I use the same paints I use on my rifles. I just pick them up and
If you're
spray them.
if you're having problems with it sticking, wash them.
Let's ask the other maestro of painting in the bottom center of our screen what he prefers. I've never seen a medal in his hand.
What?
Well,
I
because,
just finished.
because
finished
Zombicide doesn't come in metal.
I was going to
Just
say, you
finished,
ever painted any
painting
of the
the
Reaper
metal.
medals, Brian?
I just painted this Reaper miniature boxer. It's all metal, pewter.
I was going to
whatever.
say, most of the Reaper stuff is either metal or if it's the bones.
Well, so Flames of War though now, are they still doing both or did they go away from lead to plastic?
I would imagine they probably still have some metal miniatures.
Yeah, I mean,
like
are they
they're-
still producing?
Oh,
they're primarily.
Yeah, I would imagine that they're like short run infantry probably is.
Listen to Hexy talking about miniatures and painting. What the fuck?
They're primarily going to plastics, though.
Yeah.
They'll do the occasional thing in metal, but
Terp says don't use army painter. I did, made them look like Michelin men. Had to strip.
well, it's because you're not talking about speed paint, are you?
No, I think he's talking about primer.
Yeah.
And he says they have a few metal left.
Yep. So they're not making them anymore in metal.
For the most part, no.
Yeah, probably not.
Again, I think they're still making them. They're just not necessarily designing new metal kits.
Nice reason.
Right.
This guy's finished.
Outstanding.
That's 54 millimeter though. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
5 points is 5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just mad that he has to paint 5 of what he has in front of him right now is the same amount of points as what you just finished.
So 5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20,
Yep.
25.
I take the road that's not chosen or whatever.
Okay, I'm going to try using this speed paint without cutting it.
Road
with
less
water.
traveled. Show me one other guy in the competition painting 54s.
Oh, but the 54s are 5 points, man.
What do you want me to print out a bunch of 54 millimeter miniatures?
Do
You know
it.
what, McMurray? Should we do that? Should we go 54 and shut this boy up?
Do it.
I got 154 Napoleonic. I'm going to have to do that just for Reese.
I will send you both a boxed kit of 54 millimeter figures, and you can come back and talk later.
Well, I would just send you my 54 millimeters to you.
I'll 3D print
Well,
some.
no, Todd actually has 55 mil.
That's right. Thank you.
I remembered.
Thank you, sir.
That's what army men, right? Plastic army men.
60 mil.
Oh, those
okay.
are 60 mil?
See?
Yep.
Chris, what do we get for 60 millimeter miniatures?
Same,
Same as
as
54s.
54.
Lame.
There you go. Here's 54 millimeter.
That's 2D.
I'll show you guys 54 millimeters.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Giggity.
That looks like a Christmas cookie, Chris.
I don't know if that'd be something to brag about.
Put some
54
green and red sprinkles on it.
Oh, man. Okay.
yeah.
Every bone in my body says cut this with water, but I'm going to try using this without it. See how it works.
Well, you're just opening the door, Hiss, and I'm doing everything I can not to respond.
Right.
I might learn something here. I'm being dangerous. Oh my God.
You do live in San Diego. That answers a lot of questions.
Yeah. I grew up in California mostly.
He's from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was born in Virginia though.
Oh no!
I'm a
I forgot
Virginia boy again.
I'm not sure that helps your
about
case.
that.
Just saying.
Twinsies.
That explains a lot.
No, we threw him out of here.
Percy says I'm looking hard at those Victrix plastic 12 millimeter World War II.
Oh man, I would check. Man, I didn't get those because I heard they were hard to build. But
See, there's another build. I don't like that either anymore.
amen, brother.
Building's half the fun.
No,
Not when you're
gross.
60. I'm on the back end of life.
Yeah.
I got to do the things that are enjoyable now.
Well, then you customize them exactly how you want them, and boom, you're done.
Customize.
Oh yeah.
No.
You know
I'm
how
sorry,
I
Jeff and I-
customize?
Jeff and I are in death, knocking door. We got to get this stuff done.
Oh
Print.
my God, come on. I think I'm older than both of you.
Combined.
Well, not quite, not combined.
New Glaze says,
Look
I'm
like
so
you
happy
wanna
that the
keep
person at the hobby store told me I could apply with the airbrush surface primer with a normal brush to prime my minis. I'll no
I don't
longer
have any
spray
problems
prime.
with prime and stuff. I really don't. Then again, I
Wait.
used to work for Sherwin-Williams. So.
Wait, hold on. What?
You're saying that the
Oh, yeah. I got that too. It's just really thin.
Now, here you go.
yeah,
Here you go.
yeah. So Stynylrez is actually an airbrush.
Oh, is it really?
primer.
Zinsser water-based primer, the stuff you put on walls,
Mhm.
with about 75-25 water.
There you
I
go.
bought a freaking big old quart of it.
Charles has got 3 skellies glued.
Way to go, Charles.
Charles says he's got a 6-inch plastic skeleton that needs a big base.
Man, I thought that conversation was going somewhere different there.
So
So did
did
I.
6-inch bone. I'm out on.
That's all I use right there. I use that.
Come on, Jeff. Jeff.
Scott Gremlin says 60 millimeter. At what point in time you just glue a GI Joe to the base and call it done?
That's not a bad idea.
And, besides, if you had a 6-inch bone, you don't need a big base. There's nothing to brag about on that.
Don't thin speed paint with water. Only use the speed paint mixing medium.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, I mixed the speed paint with water and it was working fine for my other stuff. And this is the first time I'm not cutting it.
There you go. Yeah, I know. I see. If that's how you want to enjoy your,
I'd try something different.
meat soup with beans, go ahead.
Are they on new shows?
Great. Urinate.
Thanks for the heads up. Pretty much only ever use primer to put on a base color. I have pretty good luck with using regular paints for the first couple of layers instead of actual primer. I mean, if it works for you, I'm not going to tell you. If it works for you, great. You do you. I don't know. Like I said, I like the new way that I'm painting. It might not be new to other people, but it's a new process to me. I actually enjoy it because it actually gives me the results I'm looking for really fast. Never had primer issues with rattle cans, shake hard, and keep the can moving. The only times I've ever had problems with a rattle can primer is if it's too cold, too humid, too windy,
Yep.
which is like 300 out of the 365 days we have here in Illinois.
Yeah, no, you got to catch those days. You got to be like, yeah, I'm there. Let's go. Got to paint.
Arizona.
I would not live in Arizona if you fucking paid me.
State 48, baby.
State 48, Arizona.
Yeah, whatever. Arizona's a bag of ass.
You wouldn't live there if they paid you? Is that negotiable or you're just like, no,
No, I will not live in Arizona.
no, not even for say 100K.
No.
State 48, baby.
Because it is. I don't mind hot. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I can deal with hot and humid. I cannot deal with hot and dry. It looks good, buddy.
Thank you.
Let me hold on. Keep him up there.
I
I'll
lost
blow
his,
him up.
I
For
lost his rifle, so I'm tracking it
Aye.
down. But
That wasn't clean.
It happens with 54 millimeter, man.
Wow.
Looks good.
So much hate.
Is it really? Is it really called hate? Because I'm speaking in the 80s now, man.
In terms of, I think it really matters where you live. Primer wise, I had a different result from Portland to Arizona. Well, I mean, yeah, because Portland is more humid than Arizona.
Yeah.
It must have been rough with your miniatures smoking crack and crapping in the street all the time.
Yeah. Terp lives in southern Arizona, not as bad as Phoenix.
Dude, you're in Tucson?
hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, Mutt's an Arizona boy. He lives in Gilbert.
Born and raised.
My grandfather, my mom's dad, was born in Globe.
He's Southern Arizona. You must be in Tucson. That's a dirt club.
What's interesting is my father was actually born in La Jolla.
La Jolla.
My grandmother was a
Texas?
Navy nurse.
Oh, La Jolla, California. I thought you meant La
Yeah,
Jolla,
now I
Texas.
live pretty close to La Jolla.
There's a 40 millimeter.
There you go. Yeah, big old beast. Hey, you know what, Warmut?
Yo.
You put like a gremlin or something, or not a gremlin. Fuck, what are those things called?
Grok.
Goblin or a grot.
My friend
on
had
the
a
back of
Gremlin. That was a horrible car.
You put a grot or a Gretchen on the back of that thing, and it's cavalry.
That's true.
He's in Oro Valley.
Oro Valley, alrighty. That's nicer than Tucson. So you're just a little bit, I believe, just north. There was it Marana, whatever, I don't know. So we go down there a lot to Summer Haven on the mountain. So beautiful place.
Yeah, I cannot deal with hot and dry. I can, like I said, I can deal with hot and humid, but hot and dry, no. I flake like a friggin' lizard.
Hello and good night, Doug Schumann.
Hello, Doug. Terp says it's nice, no gamers.
No gamers.
Any of y'all by chance in the Northwest Arkansas, Southwest Missouri area? Because that'd be nice.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wouldn't live there either.
Arkansas.
No, I kid. I kid.
It's not too bad.
I couldn't live that close to Walmart.
I have to. It's my favorite nightclub.
God.
Yeah, I live just down the road from like national headquarters or whatnot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I couldn't live that close to Walmart.
It's not
Why?
good.
Woolworth.
Doug says he knows somebody. Doug Schumann, Illinois. Doug knows someone in Rogers.
Do they play skirmish games?
Do they like gladiators?
Ever been in a men's locker room?
Oh boy.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Oh boy.
Sorry. I mean,
Over Macho Grande? No, those wounds run too deep.
Oh boy.
sorry.
There's a Games Workshop store. Ugh,
I used
yeah.
to know
They only,
that whole bit.
they only want to play DBA.
Striker. You know
And
what? No,
they're
never
grumpy
met.
about the turn to skirmish games. Don't one of those.
You might have fun with DBA, Reese.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know much about it.
Did you?
So-
I mean, they had them set up at the thing.
So
Yeah.
the good thing about DBA, and I'm being perfectly
Okay,
serious.
there's
about
the
this.
orange speed paint.
There you go. Yeah.
Over
it looks
white
good.
prime,
Hold on.
I like
dry
it.
brushed.
Did
And
you just
then-
finish it?
Oh yeah, that looks good, dude.
It's a
Yeah.
start, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Wait
I'm gonna go
24
back
hours.
over and dry brush orange on it.
Wait
I'm a speed
24
paint
hours.
enthusiast.
Yes, me
But
too.
uncut,
Yeah.
full strength speed paint.
Oh yeah,
There
you
we
don't
go.
need to cut speed paint.
Yeah, you're good.
Anyway, what were you saying, Chris? I think I know. Go ahead.
So the good thing with DBA is the entire army is 12 bases. You got what 3 to 6
First base, second
miniatures.
base, third, and home.
Any scale.
You got 3 to 6. You got 3 to 6 miniatures. Most I see are 15, 10, some 6. Anyway, I said just did a part of the live stream talking about DBA. There you go.
Check that out.
I am a DBA.
Yeah, I caught Naguai's live stream for like a few seconds. I was going to work. Him and Charles were on there talking and stuff. I guess he was playing, getting a live play game going.
What era is it?
Ancients.
Oh,
DBA stands for
De Bella Antiquitas. They also have medieval
Yeah.
and all kinds of other rules too.
God, Murray, you're beautiful.
DBA stands for Database Administrator.
That's what it means in my world. Yeah.
Me too.
yeah.
We lost Reese.
No, you hadn't lost me yet.
Oh, you're interested in
I mean, databases, yes. Ancients, not really.
How about ancient databases?
That's what I had to deal with in school. Let's not do
Oh, well.
that again.
It's 400
Yikes.
Cobalt.
I deal with SQL Server every day.
Yep. I got like 6 of them bastards. I have to, my mapping software, that's all. Well, it'll run on different ones, but I use SQL.
Yeah.
Person says doing business as.
Yeah. I did that too when I was self-employed.
So do you write stored procs or triggers, or you just
Triggers, yes.
triggers? Yes.
Chris, this
Most
week-
of my stuff is just overnight scripts to grab data, geoprocess it, and
Okay.
Chris, good control your thing. It's becoming a nerdy database show. Come on.
Hey,
grab the reins. Grab the reins.
dude, this thing wanders like a drunk donkey. It'll just go wherever the hell it wants to go.
Drunk Jenny.
Ooh,
Yes.
Drunk Jenny.
Settle down.
Easy there. Easy there, Jeff.
Meter Max says I started doing COBOL mainframe codings, CICS, JCL, TSO, VSAM, IDMS, all the good stuff.
Oh, we have in our D&D game, we have Cobalt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a legacy monster.
You mean your Cobalts haven't graduated to AMD yet?
No.
Most of the stuff I write these days is C# on the .NET stack.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm fucking VB, C#, C+. and
I have some
fucking
VB. In fact, my app is so old, it's got some legacy VB deep down inside it.
Don't you have a VD as well, Hissy?
No, I had a shot and got rid of it.
Twice.
Jeff has legacy.
Did you not know they have shots for that, Jeff? You don't have to suffer.
Oh, wait.
I enjoy it.
Doug Schumann says
You feel used.
EIEIO.
Goodness.
Terps, I'm more of an AWS guy. Drunk donkey
I have a
tells me
girl
what to
used to
do.
work with me that's not that. No, she's down in Louisiana. She's AWS too.
April 5th, it's first contact day for Trekkies.
Oh, jeez.
So a little nerdy tech talk is appropriate.
It's also for students.
You're getting to know us.
I'm getting to know us.
Yeah, keep that up, and we're going to be talking about what's the problem with Maria.
DOS forever. Way to go, Charles.
They also have hordes of the things where anything goes. I've seen 70s punk army versus penguin army.
Hey, Todd,
Yeah.
did you get those games from New England Simulations?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you buy Killing
just got-
Ground?
I just got the Killing Ground a long time ago, yeah.
Did we unbox that yet?
No, I'm not gonna. There's already unboxings out there.
Yeah, but there's not unboxings on your channel that will get 70,000 fucking views.
No, that's true.
He's not
Okay,
unboxing it.
Okay, I'll do it.
I forgot we got to show them all night. I forgot.
Oh yeah. Shoot. Better reset my schedule.
Well, if y'all haven't noticed, there's two things I'm a sucker for, and that's weird camo patterns and snipers. So
And turkeys.
yeah, that too. But that's not my position.
Or the turkeys.
Or 50-year-old men talking about databases. His 3 turn-ons.
Yeah, so exciting.
What's the database that I used to work with?
It's the only relationships I can keep these days.
Pencil and paper.
Wah,
Let
wah,
me give that man the Discord
wah.
link.
Oh, come on. That was a good one.
Database humor.
Okay. For those that want to get on to the Discord, I'll zip you a link.
Zippity
Wow.
Okay, so this protein bowl thing sucked.
There you go, everybody.
Sorry, man.
Meandering Mike says Estonia 1990s camo is my current favorite.
Very specific.
Favorite to paint or favorite to wear?
Kanagawa, I had Vic 20 Basic and the Commodore 64. I wrote my first dungeon crawl adventure game that was on the
This is
Vic
to
20 that had a tape drive, a cassette tape drive for my backup.
Yep. I had that.
It was an 8K machine that had 5K for the operating system. So you had 3K on the Vic 20 to play with.
We were still using those till about 2 years ago.
3K. That's like you can almost. That's like nothing.
We went to the moon and less than that, didn't we?
Yeah.
3K.
My first Mac that I bought in 1995 had 5 megabytes of RAM. I upgraded.
Yeah, you came from money, dude.
No, I didn't.
You're buying a Mac with 5 mega RAM. I had 3K.
My first computer was an Atari 1300 XL.
Mine was a 2600.
There's his
I had a computer as a game console.
Still
Yeah,
I
computer.
had one.
Oh, yeah, but mine was a computer. I don't know what.
You could, yes, there was a computer inside of it, but you could only play games on it. You could not
And then
compute.
my first real computer after that was an Apple IIc or 2E.
Yeah.
One of them two. It was whatever the compact one was.
Your 2C.
And then
The
eventually
2E
I
was the one
found
that was
an
in-
IBM.
The 2E was in the Panzer J.
It had the
Right.
sub cannon on it.
Yes, it did.
Was an abacus.
I was in college.
A
In
pimp
1995.
Vic 20 with 32K.
80 columns, baby.
My last wife made me put an extra phone line in our apartment so I could play Delta Force 2 every night and not bug up the cell phone or telephone.
Do you remember that annoying sound modems would make when they connected?
You knew you were high rolling when yours went boing boing because you connected to that 54K on the other end.
Message boards. That was my
Oh,
first
yeah.
experience online.
But what my point was with my Mac is that it had 4 solders on the board and had a single SIM slot that I took the 1 meg out and put a 32 meg in.
See, you
And-
came from money, dude. I'm telling you.
Dude, I'm still paying for that.
I didn't say you made good decisions. I just said you came from money.
No. It was called student loans that I'm still paying. But I also
But did
bought
they
a
teach
color.
you? Did you on your classes in college? Did they teach you how to pay that off, or was that not part of?
No,
the
I got a degree in geography, and I'm doing invoicing for animal feed.
I don't have a degree in geography, and I'm a GIS guy of 17 years experience. Isn't that weird?
Making probably twice as much as I do. So,
Oh, I only make 90.
okay, 3 times what I make.
Hey, Chris, you want to come shoot turkeys?
No. in no sense of the term do I want to shoot turkeys in any fashion, way, or form.
Built a
Am I shooting
486.
turkeys?
One of the very first printed circuit boards that I designed, because I was a printed circuit board designer, was an 8086 and a 186 board. Anyway, you were trying to tell a story, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Start
So-
up again so I can interrupt you.
Yeah, shut up.
I want to go to Fargo.
There. So I bought the 32 gig of RAM. At the same time, I bought a HP color inkjet printer. The total bill was $900 for those two items.
Wow.
The printer was only $300. The 32 megabyte stick was $600.
That's crazy.
Yep. I still have that print. I still have that computer somewhere around here, I think.
Too bad its resale value isn't that.
What's that?
Too bad the resale isn't that.
I think an LC 575 in working condition with a 32 megabyte upgrade. I think I can sell that for $300-400 if I wanted to. If I took the time to recap it, I could probably get $500 for it. Recap it and take out the battery.
Wouldn't it be interesting if old computers turned into like old car values?
They are. Macs are.
Somebody goes into a garage and finds an old Mac and go, "That's $400,000 Mac."
A color class. You can get a color classic in good condition. Some if they're in excellent condition will go for $1,000.
There you go.
And we're talking about a computer from 1994 with a 10-inch color Sony monitor in it.
Tune in next week when we teach you how to tune your graphics card for best performance while playing World of Tanks.
Yeah, that's not going to be me because that's why I have Macs. I don't want to deal with that bullshit. I just
I played
want
me
to
some
work.
World of Tanks today. I had a good session, man. Last 2 days I've had good
Did
sessions.
you notice I turned on the clan booster the other day?
I didn't. I saw you on, but I was running my T67, so I figured I ain't gonna bug you.
I knocked out 2 more tier 9s last night.
What'd you get?
I'm sorry, tier 8 to tier 9. I finished out the I got the Object 140, I think, from the Object 416, which was painful. And then I got the tier 10, the last tier 10 for the finish, the UDES 15 or whatever.
Okay. So what would you recommend? I've got a bunch of those. I can get one of those reward tanks.
The bond tanks.
Yeah, I've got plenty of bonds to get anyone on there. And what's
I
the-
grabbed the Char Futur.
Oh, no, I've got that.
All right.
I'm talking. But there's right now. I'm looking at the French anti-tank.
You got bonds or you got tokens?
Oh, these are tokens or whatever.
All right.
No, these are bonds. The bonds.
Then
So
you want
got
the 121. But they've
Yeah,
added two more.
should I pick that up? I've almost done that.
Yeah.
Should I get it? Because that's like 15,000. I've got 16.
I stopped all bond purchases until I got that one.
Okay, so I've got enough now because I've got like 16,000, and I think it's 15.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll pick that up. I actually was waiting to talk to you to see what your thoughts are on that. So, okay, I'll pick it up.
Is McMurray still alive?
Yeah, I think he had to mute for something.
Probably doing something with circular saws again.
So I'm guessing this speed paint isn't really designed to layer over another speed paint.
No.
He'll wipe it off.
It may or may not wipe it off. but yeah, that's what people have found. That's one thing that we're struggling with it.
You could put a
So,
you
Mike,
could put a matte varnish over it before you.
Yeah.
Mike, it depends on what you're doing. So, for instance, when I was brushing this, I was using where is it? Which brush was I using?
Painting running girls.
Bad word.
I was using I can't find the brush I was using right now. For some reason but I use a bigger brush if I'm going in like here, let me
Todd, I eBay searched Little Big Wars store, and it looks like it brings up most of his stuff.
but if I'm doing something like on the goggles here, I'm going to use a smaller brush to get into the area. So I use the speed paints like I would normal paints, in the sense that I will use a heavier amount of product or a lesser amount of product depending on how I'm wanting it to cover.
He quit, Percy.
What?
I was answering Percy's question.
Oh. So yeah, I'll use a heavier amount or a lesser amount depending on the look I'm going for. I don't just throw it on and call it good. I will actually
Yeah,
I'll
don't
actually
use water with speed paints. That's for sure.
do lesser amount, greater amount, just to get different
Wardrobe.
feels.
Brian's little method of just dipping the brush in the tip of the paint bottle works great for speed paints.
Yeah.
These Army Painter mixing bottles with the little balls inside of them, amazing.
Yep.
I've got 2 custom colors I always have to mix up. It's my helmet color and my mud color. And I finally got a hold of these and don't have to worry about them anymore.
Do they sell them with no paint in them?
Yes.
Cool.
But you can also get the ball bearings on the internet and make your own. So
Yeah. I was just curious if they
You just want to make sure that they're stainless.
yes. Which I don't know
Or-
if you have anybody's
or
got a
glass.
Daisy Red Rider. You got a Daisy
told,
Red Rider laying around. Those little BBs work pretty well. Put a couple in there.
I told you that I flipped over my bottle of Militarum Green or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It spilled half of it out. Guess what I did the other night?
Spilled the other half.
Yep. The same freaking bottle.
Oh my gosh! Did you do that during the stream?
No, I was sitting here just goofing off by myself. Finishing
Man,
up
yeah,
those-
I was there when you did the first half.
Yeah. Well, this time I didn't have the towel on, so I caught it on my desk and was able to wipe it up real quick. And then I was like, son of a bitch.
What do you use your Militarium Green for, Hexy?
Let's see. Did you just say
Hexy.
Oh, I thought about it.
Jesus.
So I'm adapting to make
I mean,
German
he is old.
uniforms, and I'm trying to find out what color to put down as a base, and then what color to go over top to get me the greeny gray look.
Okay.
So
This 1 second. This guy was Militarium Green base. This is my first time using it. So
oh yeah, and then you can come back and sometimes a dark wash will kill it,
okay.
or flat. I tell you what I did learn though was that American, what's the jacket, the late war tan colored jacket the Americans sold GIs wore?
Members only?
Is it the tanker jacket of 44?
No, it wasn't the members only.
Whatever the tan colored like a Peter jacket was they wore. The speed paints, you've already got 2 colors right there. What shit, hold on.
Khaki.
Yeah, but they don't. You've already got 2
Hey,
colors
I want to
in
dry
there
brush this and it's not dry.
that'll do that for you. in the speed paints.
What color are you using?
You want to enlarge him, Chris, so we can see what he's holding up? And what is that again?
That's a white. Actually, this was a light gray base. It even looks better on a white base, but we've got two colors. It's not pallid bone. It's the other one.
Skeleton Horde.
Golem sand golem.
Yeah, and then you've got now maybe it was a pallid bone, but then you've got the two greens, the one that's darker than the other.
Right.
Percy, I don't know yet.
Retribution
Todd
Power.
and I are both waiting on those to come out so that we can get them.
What, the metallic?
The Vallejo Express.
Oh yeah. So they got them. I'm kind of interested in the metallic speed paints. That would be.
That's an interesting idea.
Those are out.
Are they?
Oh,
not?
I haven't seen them anywhere.
The metallic army
metallic.
painter speed paints. I think they're out. I think Miniature Market's got them.
You can always take
Oh.
a metallic medium, which is a medium with the silica in it, and mix it with the speed paint to make a metallic speed paint.
Oh, there's me, Murray. I'm Murray.
So is there a
Sorry,
medium
you guys
that
were pining for metallic paints, man. There you go.
Yeah.
is there a medium for the speed paints where you can just put pigment in
Yeah,
it?
there's a medium bottle comes with the set.
Okay.
I don't. These people that are having this reactivation, I think they must be the super detailed painters because to me it's an overreaction. It's not. I'm not seeing that drastic. I mean, if you go back in there while that shit's still wet and you tug, yeah, it is. It's gonna pull it. But I don't have any problem with it.
Well, I mean, they must have thought there was a problem, Jeff. That's why they have 2.0. Because
Well, yeah, and what's Tall there? He's saying that apparently they're having the same issue.
right. I know.
Contrast paints definitely. The Citadel contrasts are definitely a better. When it comes to that issue, the contrast paints are better than the speed paints. But I like the philosophy of the way the speed paints settles down in the depths of what you're painting. They just need to come up with more. I'm going to want military colors. That's my problem.
Yeah, amen. Amen, brother.
I think once they figure out the formula, Vallejo will probably do it.
They would, yeah, you would think they would be the first one.
Ooh, I like that name. Ozark Orc just joined the Discord.
Hello, what?
Something about some guy's named Ozark Orc just typed in there. You look mighty
Oh.
pretty good there, boy. Mighty pretty mouth you got there, boy.
Let's just say there's parts of these mountains even my grandfather wouldn't go.
The squeal like a pig.
Wash my wheels real good there, boy.
Yikes! You people
Yeah,
scare me.
you're right, Terp. $7 to $8 a bottle. You're not kidding.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's my one concern with these speed paints. I bought a ton of them and I'm going through them pretty faster than I've gone through any paint. But I love painting now. So, whoa, let me step back. I enjoy painting now.
I got to take my medicine. I'll be back. I forgot to take it. And now that you've made that statement, I really need it.
Right.
Well, I just got my first bottles this week, so
What did you get?
I got 3. I got Gilliman Flesh, Militarium Green, and Snakebite Leather.
And are you talking about this?
By
are
the
you talking
way,
about speed paint?
No, the contrast paints.
Oh, the
Snake
contrast.
bite leather is
Todd, I meant to
awesome.
tell you
Yeah.
that I went to the doctor yesterday,
And you're pregnant.
and I have updated my will.
Okay.
So you're going to need to make arrangements to be out here in about 3 weeks.
Okay. Cool. It's already rented.
Bring a truck.
I've already got the pod rented, and you should see it outside your
I'm
door.
just going to have it dropped here on the lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do any moving myself. I pay people to do that. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, he said he laughs at me when I go in there because I'm like 60 years old, but I'm not like all these other 60-plus-year-old bitches around the world. I look like a fucking pharaoh from Egypt in the early fucking 80 years BC years.
He's
That
ignoring
sounded
us.
like a very personal attack.
Yeah, I did. That was very pointed and focused on someone. It's
Yeah, I'm
terrible.
ignoring him.
Good. You've learned well.
Oh, Mike, you're in your 60s?
I'm 61.
Whoa, wow.
Born in 61.
Why does the Zealot yellow bottle look purple?
God darn it.
What?
Oh, well.
That's okay. You shake up a lot of the freaking light colors, and when you look at the bottle, they look like they're dark as they can be until you paint them.
Yep.
Like I look at that Crusader skin. Thank God there's a label on the front of it because you no way you convince me that that's going to be a flesh color. And I think that's my favorite one in there. Todd likes the black. I like the Crusader skin.
I don't know if I've used that one yet. Crusader skin.
Use it on a white. Don't waste it on anything else. Or an extremely, extremely light gray.
No, that makes it. Oh, you know what? I did actually use that on a gray, and no, I now have a. Yeah, it's fine, but it's not. It actually did a very good job of making that.
But see, I also like to do a little highlighting. A couple of those minis I highlighted look really, really good. You don't really want to highlight with speed paint, so.
Oh, good highlighting can make a model pop.
No, you're right.
Zealot yellow. But is that a is that a speed paint or is that that's
That's
not
speed paint.
that's not a contrast.
Speed paint.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've eclipsed the 2-hour mark.
And
And we're having
24
fun.
hours this weekend.
I'm just letting people know we're at 2 hours.
We don't need to get off now. I'm in the zone right now, man.
I just did a little touch-up paint myself.
You guys keep blowing hot air, man. It's working.
I'm just happy to have somebody to hang out with and talk shop.
Yep.
We're good for that.
Absolutely.
I mean, I could sit here and play a war game, but why? This is much more fun.
I finished all those the code on all those mechs, so there you go.
Keep thinking
You're a nerd.
What's up, nerd?
Well, all my friends up here tell me that I spend too much money on this and don't understand it and should quit. And I say, yeah, I'm going to talk to my friends that encourage my drug habit.
Then you
Wait a
come
minute,
over
what are
here.
they spending? What are they spending their money on?
Sectional,
What?
Turkeys.
sectional couches. I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say turkey shooters.
We all spend our money on something.
Yeah.
That's dumb or sectional couches. That's pretty funny.
I think one of them got night vision or something, but
What is happening?
A rat's tail, I would use the gray.
Dude, Todd, Jeff was joking around about him dying.
Oh, it was a joke.
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
you're gonna back up.
you can tell your truck to leave.
Hold on.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, oh, no, I got a girl coming over. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, cancel it. He's not going down for another 6 weeks. So
That's one big woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Jeffy knows tons of women. Just not many of them.
Tons of women all within one body.
Your
Yeah,
favorite
just not
brand
many
is
of them.
U-Haul.
what is that beeping sound?
I think it's something going on at Hizzy Cat's place.
Oh, his house is on fire. Okay, cool. Nice knowing you, bro.
save the minis.
Save
Yeah.
the cats.
What games do you have?
Yeah. They're all
Can you
solo,
throw them
Jeff.
out
It
the
doesn't
window
matter.
real quick?
Jeff, they're solo. It doesn't matter.
Oh, they're books.
All the coloring books.
It-
Save the
they're-
coloring books.
They're solo and naval.
Yeah, exactly. All what you don't want.
Can I have the Pharaoh's clothing you're going to be buried in?
Can't take it with you.
I got lint in my belly button. What the hell?
We are horrible individuals.
Terrible people.
If y'all weren't, I wouldn't hang out with you.
It's just
Big,
terrible.
hey,
just
Kirsty,
terrible.
big bottom my ass, big from fucking head to toe. Hey, I'm too old to chase them younger fit girls around anymore. I can't catch them. Oh, I could lay an ambush, I guess.
Oh, that's getting spooky.
So here's a question to possibly swing us back onto something similar to being on
What were we
topic.
talking about?
What is
Mute
Your-
Hissy. Mute Hissy. Mute him.
That's
Yeah,
his,
no
That's
shit.
definitely his fire alarm. That's what the smoke detectors.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
I hope everyone's
Um,
okay.
what is your favorite jet from the 1950s?
Favorite what?
Jet. Aircraft.
Joan Jet's mom.
Jefferson
go.
Airplane.
There you go.
Yeah.
No,
Wrong
Jefferson
decade.
Airplane would be the 60s.
I feel like Jefferson Airplane was definitely around. Let's see if there was one.
Jefferson biplane.
Jefferson biplane.
F9.
Nice. The Cougar? Or the
Saber jet.
Panther?
Panther.
Saber jet.
Panther. Oh, of course, was it Crusader or whatever it was back? Was that? No, that was.
There's the F8. And that's the
19
late
1959, maybe.
50s. Yeah.
That's
Saber
part of
jet.
50.
Hold on. F8.
Wasn't that the very last Jetfire that had the? Oh,
Yep.
where's the
Fire
round?
plane with the pods out on the wingtips.
Single barrel.
Yeah.
You're talking about the
It-
P80?
At 20, it's so the F8 Crusader, known as the last gunfighter, had 420
Last
millimeter
gunfighter.
cannons and was first flown in 1957. Finally retired in 1999.
Wow. It lasted a long time.
Well, look at the A7 though. The A7 went a long time too.
Yeah, it was based off of the F8. My favorite airplane, and it was a crap airplane. It was absolute garbage. Was the F7 Cutlass.
Oh, the Gutless Cutlass. I got a poster of that on my wall.
Yeah,
Chuck, that was
I
the
just-
only model I ever built of an airplane.
I don't know that one. What's it called? F7?
the F7U Cutlass.
You're not missing much.
I saw
Oh, dude, it is a great looking airplane.
dude.
That airplane just
It's pretty wild looking, dude.
So,
I
Chris,
love it.
I told you my grandfather worked for LTV,
Yeah, bro.
and I got the poster out of his office that has every airplane they built from 1917 up to 1967.
cool.
So it's
I used to have a poster like that for North American.
they handed them out to the employees, I guess, in '67 for the 50th anniversary. But it's got everything from the biplanes, it's got the Corsairs, it's got like the Kingfisher, it's got the Cutlass, it's got the Flying Pancake, it's got the A7s and the F8s, and then my personal favorite is the XC-142, which was a vertical takeoff and landing cargo aircraft with
Yep.
4 engines across. They only built 4 of them,
Yep.
but yeah.
It was a play in football.
Oh wow! First model was Crusader. My very first model plane was the PBY-5 Catalina.
I love the cat.
Yeah, it was a good, pretty looking plane.
yeah, I think it's a cool plane.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'd probably have to go F-84.
F-84.
Yeah.
Let me look that up. F-84.
The early model, not the sweep plane.
the Thunderjet.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah,
Oh, what was the one that had
when they
ma-
went sweep wing, when they went with sweep wing, they named it the F-86.
No,
No, that was the Thunder Streak, the F-84 with
jet
sweep wing.
aircraft that
Oh,
had
that's right.
any bounce on my life was just the A-10s.
Was it the 105 that had the wing problems?
Freedom Fighter.
No, that's the F5. The
Oh.
F-105 Thunder Chief. It had really small wings for the
Yeah.
size of airplane it was.
Yeah.
And then if you want to talk about small wings, go F-104, which is basically a rocket with stubs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
F4
the F4 fans were solid. Yeah, solid like fucking bricks. Those things should not have flown.
Those are more like
Still got
60s,
people flying
right?
them today.
What's that?
I think of those in the 60s more than the 50s.
No, it was the F4 was a late 50s. It was like the F8.
Yeah, I just mean when you saw it the most. That's all.
If it wasn't 50s, wasn't the Banshee? I'm trying to remember what jet that McDonnell Douglas based it off of. It was a single engine jet.
see the Phantom 4 was 58. It came into being in 61. The Germans used it until 2013. The Japanese used it until 2021. It was based off of the F3 Demon.
The Demon. Okay, I knew it had something like that.
Yeah.
There's Jeff doing his exercises. Get it
So-
going. Get
so-
it going.
Chris, here are my two favorites from the 50s. You got my sharing my screen.
Okay, go ahead.
The
Let me.
the,
Sandy.
the Sky Raider, the A1,
Yeah.
because it's ground support.
Oh, mean old plane.
Look
I
at
love
those
the
missiles. Look at
low-
that
low and slow.
2.75 rocket pod launcher.
Yep.
Oh,
I
Now,
like
now you got Jeff's interest.
Wasn't that the only plane that shot down a MiG or whatever jet propeller versus a jet in
No.
Vietnam?
No, F4U did it all the time.
Yeah, the
No.
F4U shot down several MiG-15s.
But I'm saying historically, wasn't there a report that where the pilot was in that Raider shot down a MiG?
I don't know.
That's a
Vietnam.
possibility.
Oh,
And then
I
this
gotta look it up.
is my favorite jet of the era because he's from Wichita.
The F-86.
James Jabara, first
Sabre,
jet ace.
only plane
There you go.
model I've ever built.
I just love the look of those jets. I don't know what's up.
I'm trying to figure out what I did with my Sky Raider kit.
Anyway,
Huh.
Those medals look like ones I earned in World of Tanks.
yeah, I think he did a little bit more, but no offense, bro. Bro.
You're a butthead.
Yeah, I am. All right,
All right,
that's
for
it.
those- for
I'm done
those-
sharing.
All right. For those wondering, this is
Change the title of this show.
There you go. There's the F7U Cutlass.
The Gutless Cutlass.
Yeah, its only problem was that, well, not its only problem, but its biggest problem was its twin engines were just anemic as hell.
Didn't it kill a lot of folks too?
Oh yeah, it was a fucking death trap.
So,
Was it supposed to be a Navy fighter?
Oh yeah, it is.
See, look at all those guys. They were praying for their fellow seamen.
Yeah, there's
The one died.
that guy right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just a cool looking jet.
It's funny how it has the dip down
Yeah,
front
see?
end like the fucking stealth fighters do today.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's John McCain landing.
Oh, shut up.
He did. Remember, he had that accident landing that plane.
Wait, he flew that plane?
Oh, I don't know. No.
no, he flew A4s, I think.
Yeah, he was an
I
A4 driver.
I like the A4. I mean, that looks like a pretty sleek. So
You
what were
got
they
it,
trying to
Chuck.
do with that? What were they trying to do with that design? What was up with that? Something small.
Shoot down other airplanes, I think.
AH-1 was the best concept, but AH-64 had the firepower.
Oh, as for helicopters,
Mm-hmm.
best helicopter ever. I gotta go Chinook.
I'll stick with my Hueys.
Yes, I think the Huey.
Every time we banked in a Black Hawk, you could hear every bolt in that goddamn thing torque. But the Huey, here you go. Okay, so we had some pilots at Fort Drum that used to refer to me as the quarter panel kid because I'm scared to death of heights. And we'd go up and do insertions out of Hueys, and I would sit right behind the right-hand pilot, or you might call him the co-pilot, whatever you want. And I would have my left foot buried in the quarter panel, and I'd have my left arm like a fucking boa constrictor wrapped around the seat pole going up. Well, we're flying a mission one day, and this guy's banking all over the place, and the crew chief stands up, and I feel the pole that I'm holding on to. I feel it rattling, and I look up, and that damn thing's disconnected. He's trying to reconnect it. I'm sitting there holding on to it.
Oh man.
Loved
You've
to
become-
fly him, scared to death every time I went up.
You became integral to part of the aircraft.
Finally
Sweet.
finished that.
Reese, you do like sniper stuff, don't you?
I do. I'm working on a sniper rule set. It's a little slow, but I'm getting there.
All right. Nguyen wants to see the Avro arrow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that looks like a death trap too.
That's a Kanucky plane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's a big plane though. Look at that guy. Look at that. Dang, dude.
That's an Oompa Loompa.
Well, wait. What's it next to though? Is that a B?
That's
Oh.
a Lancaster.
Oh, Lancaster. Yeah, but
Oh,
still,
yeah.
look at that's a Lancaster was a big plane.
Yeah.
Help me out.
Maybe perspective, but I don't know. That
No, the arrow is a big airplane.
I mean, Lancaster was obviously not on. It's not complete, but still, dang.
Let's
Good
see.
for-
This was. Here we go. It was 77.9. It's 77 feet 9 inches long with a 50-foot wingspan.
Huh.
21 feet tall. So, not a small aircraft. Actually, my favorite 1950s airplane is the SR-71.
50s?
Ah, the black.
Yep.
That's what's amazing about that thing.
The A11 then?
SR-71. Yeah, the A11 or the A12.
We got
Yeah.
one down here at Dulles Airport in the museum.
Lockheed A12. It says first flight was 62, but it was designed in the 50s.
Isn't that wild?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yep. Oh. All righty. Yeah, but as for helicopters, I'm all about the Chinook.
I'm all about this now.
Fastest helicopter in the United States arsenal.
Really?
Yes. I've got a friend of mine. He was a colonel in the United States Army was in command of helicopter forces, and fully loaded with troops, the Chinook would outrun its escorts. Its Apache escorts.
That's incredible.
The Apache pilots would call us like, "Would you slow down? We can't keep up with you." And they're like, "No, man, because if we slow down, we're gonna get shot, man." Because, no, just
Oh, it's okay. I was in Germany when 3 of them fell out of the sky right over top of the Autobahn in the same flight. And they grounded all fucking 48Ds.
What happened with those?
Something wrong with the engine. Something went astray. And they
yeah,
grounded every damn one of them.
the synchronization.
Hmm.
I just wasn't in it, so I'm good.
Yeah,
I, however, was on the border doing a border stint when a fucking Hind decided to shadow one of our AH-1s. And when our AH-1 banked that thing over almost upside down, and that Hind, of course, the Hind's fully loaded, right? When he tried to do it, bam! Hit ground,
Ooh.
exploded.
On which side of the border?
That was a pilot that did not know his equipment.
On the bad guy's side, East Germany. That was fun times.
I got to see I've seen a Hind fly. There's 2 of them in flying condition in Dallas, and they go out to air shows.
In my opinion, they're just so ugly.
Oh, they're
Oh,
beautiful.
really?
A
I
lot
love
of
the Hind.
firepower. And plus, they could pump troops out of it if they needed to.
I think the Hind is awesome looking.
Yeah, it's like the A-10.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like it. I like the slow and ugly planes, man. Slow and slow.
See you, Percy.
Bye, person.
Take care, buddy. Yeah.
Nothing more
Well,
fun
I-
than falling in fucking helicopters or close assault stuff, close air stuff. I used to love doing that.
Very, very, very advanced interceptor. The guys who helped with your best aircraft and spacecraft came from the Avro designers after our government decided to go with an AA that did not work. Well, there you go.
No
Thank you,
different
Chris.
than our bust on the Sergeant York anti-aircraft vehicle.
That was
Never
that
understood
was-
that one.
that was not a great product.
No. And I don't understand. I never understood the name. Why you gave that Sergeant York? I never understood that. For
Was it supposed to make the Germans surrender?
I guess.
Hey, wrong side. No, wait, no. I don't know.
Ooh, God, I brought home some Portillo's chocolate cake. Mm-hmm.
You can't be eating that stuff, son.
I can have one bite.
Yeah, true. One
Well, yeah, but not when you put half a chunk in your mouth as one
No,
bite.
I didn't. My dog made sure I didn't do that. So.
Your dog can't eat. Your dog can eat chocolate even less than you can.
Oh.
I think he said daughter.
Daughter.
Oh, how
Yeah,
dare you call his daughter a dog, Chris?
I did not.
Rude.
What the heck are you talking about?
Sorry, Brian.
You people suck.
Well, that's how much progress I made through this whole thing
Outstanding.
we've been talking
Good
about.
job.
Well done. See, we
Yes,
helped you.
shooting the breeze.
I'm about ready to start putting decals on my Akula class sub.
Well, that'll be good.
Is McMurray asleep?
Nah.
Did you get all that done tonight?
Yep.
When you paint
Outstanding.
them.
What's that?
Nothing.
Okay.
He's,
McMurray's like a
Because I'm
thousand
not telling
pounds.
all right, boys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it.
Call it.
Almost 8:30.
Hey, man.
So, yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh.
Hey, Brian.
Thanks for everybody showing up tonight. I appreciate it. Warmut, Hexy, Robe, Reese,
Hook 'em.
Thanks for having us on.
McMurray,
Hook 'em, horny.
Hissy
Let me
Cat.
get my
I guess
paper
he's-
back again, man.
Oh, yeah.
Paper bag.
Wait, can you unmute Hissy, see if his house is on fire?
I think it is.
Okay.
I paid burnt food or something, or a dead battery in the.
I mean, how's that for good friends?
Smoke
We
detector.
mute him so we can't hear his fire going down, then we
He
hang
might
up.
be screaming for one of us to call 911, and we
Whatever.
Hey, man.
So yeah, everybody, thanks again for showing up. I
Thanks
appreciate
for
it.
having me on.
Hey, always, but dude. So, all right, guys, y'all take care. Not gonna
Well,
have us.
Oh,
Is it
no.
Hissy or McMurray?
Hold on.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
So my next door neighbor's oven caught on fire,
Oh, dude.
and we're in a duplex in the back. So yeah,
So we were
Did you have a fire extinguisher handy?
we got one from the building, and he put the fire out, and we've got like 8 trucks, and the whole neighborhood's up and got to meet some new people.
dude, we were just saying we muted you so we could keep talking. And we thought, what if he's crying for help? And we're like, yeah, who cares? And then we hear sirens.
Okay, this place is probably 100 years old. I was like, if this goes up, I got the cats out, and I was gonna have to come in and grab my computer because that's my livelihood. So,
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're okay, man. We were joking. And look at it.
well, I got a little smoke. I've got
look like your head
yeah,
got
that stuff's
singed.
yeah. But anyway, yeah, everybody's okay, but that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you would have seen at some point would have been flames and stuff. That would have
Oh
been
my
interesting.
gosh.
Yeah, if this would have, yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
hey,
we're
Chris,
okay.
that would have gone viral, buddy. You would have got some views there.
Yeah, Chris was hoping.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Anyway,
wow.
All right, guys.
yeah.
We're not going to have a show this Saturday. I'm going to be in Kansas City with the
Easter.
family for Easter weekend.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
will be back. We will be back next Wednesday talking about who knows, maybe our favorite tanks.
Tanks.
I'd be down.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Skeleton
Scott
One
Gremlin,
says,
we're all good.
"Glad
Thanks,
you're
boss."
safe." So, all right, guys. Thanks one and all for showing up.
Glad you're okay, Hissy.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna go clean things up.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Until next time, we will see y'all on the flip side.